Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and Miss Medrielle is in the Norcrofts at Ethengels. We need to help various people here. So, who are you? Are you one of the ones I need to? Yes.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Does Hail Bear have you any skill with horses? I'm a bit ashamed to admit this, but I'm having trouble with one of the horses in my stable. This particular steed raced riderless into town no more than a day ago. Perhaps he was abandoned and was fleeing from the orc raiders. I have taken him into my stable and have orders to prepare all of these steeds for the Ethengels guards. But this new horse simply too unruly. Perhaps if you were to take a ride with him and see where he may take you, it could be just what he needs to relax and become more amenable to our handling. The steed appears to be eagerly guiding you towards the nearby gate out of Ethengels. Steed seems determined to head towards the cluster of trees north along the cliff wall. Your mount is pulling you onwards towards the rock cluster further to the north. The steed seems drawn to this rock formation. Why have you been guided here? The steed, yeah. Oh. The, you uncover what can only be the steed's former owner. Upon the discovery, the steed seems at ease. Return to Adnoth and tell him about your discovery. So he lost his rider, and he's been trying to get somebody to go there and see what he. Smart horse.
What brings you to these lands?
The steed led you to a body? I imagine it was the horse's previous rider. I will ask one of the guards to retrieve the poor fellow so we can honor his remains. This seems to have calmed the steed quite thoroughly. He was trying to let us know about his owner, and we mistook it for unruly behavior. I will make certain such a loyal steed goes to a most worthy new rider. Thanks for your help. Okay, so that one is done. Now we need to find the garrison commander, the blacksmith, and the healer. I'm guessing you're the blacksmith.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
How did I guess? Helmets, spears, shields, pauldrons, greaves. I will never finish these orders. Ethengel's guards and its garrison have both placed urgent orders for a great deal of weapons and armor pieces. Never has my skill or speed with a smithing hammer been questioned, but this task is too great even for me. I have a plan that may resolve this, if you would be willing to aid me. I have heard that some of the orcs besieging the Norcrofts are known to collect swords and armor pieces from our riders as trophies of their kills. If some of these items were reclaimed, I could include them in the shipment to the garrison. What say you? Are you up to the task? I think I can handle that. And who are you? You're the garrison commander.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Greetings to you, good high elf. Grim is the fate of this land, but we will not simply lay down to die. If Theoden King will not send us aid, then we shall find the strength within our own people. Many of those now here in Ethengels have fled their homes, seeking refuge behind our walls. Yet it is these same men that must now stand and face the dangers looming ever greater. I am eager to provide these refugees with weapons and training. They need only show the desire to fight. Yet few have stepped forward, and my hope of forming a militia among them quickly fades. Perhaps they could be convinced by an outsider such as yourself. Will you aid me? Sure. Now we need to find the healer. Oh, you're an herbalist.
Our success depends upon our strength.
I'm in
Will you aid us?
I'm in a dire situation, friend. I'm responsible for treating the wounds and injuries of the people of Ethengels, but I am without the necessary reagents to do so. Will you stay a moment and hear me out? We cannot allow others to suffer the same fate as poor Pendle, but I am unprepared. I have but a meager supply of common herbs in my possession. If you were to gather some of the herbs and reagents I'm in need of, I might be able to redeem myself by saving others. Meadow Maid, Lamb's Ear, and Clotfur can be found growing outside of Ethengels. These plants are most helpful in treating wounds, but I am currently lacking in their supply. Will you secure them to help bolster my reserves?
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
Oh, well, while we're here, might as well empty our bag a little bit. Okay, that's good. Thank you, sir. And hello, random person. I hope you're doing well and having fun. Oh, wait, what was his name? If his name is Elfwin, then that was definitely the right one. Yep, that was the right one. That's Elfwin. Now, we need to convince Ethengel's refugees to join the fight. I feel like this is going to be a very tall order. If they're not listening to one of their own, why would they listen to me, a stranger, and an elf, no less, when the Rohan aren't particularly fond of elves? I mean, we learned that from Sandguard.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
I have lost my home and my land. My family is all that matters to me now. Each day here, I have worked various odd jobs just to earn enough coin to keep my children sheltered and fed. Time is scarce for training and the like, yet I believe if this militia were to provide my family with an allotment of food each day, then I might use the time given to learn the skills to protect them. You tell this garrison commander that I accept his offer, so long as my children remain eating. You know, that is a perfectly fair ask. And militaries usually do provide for a soldier's family, so yeah. And you are a refugee.
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
Never did I wish to become a soldier and march off towards war, but it would appear that a war for us is inevitable. Once again, the orcs will be crashing at our door, and we will be forced to defend ourselves, ready or not. When the day comes, I would prefer to stand bravely with a weapon raised against my foes, and I will encourage others to do the same. The militia may consider me grateful for their training. Okay? He was actually quite open to the idea. Now we need to find one more. And it looks like they must be downstairs. Ah, and there you are, and you have kids. And I see no wife. That's probably not good.
I hope we will find aid in time.
You would dare me to stand before an entire army of orcs when I was unable to save my own home from a few pitiful savages and thieves? I am but a farmer. Neither sword nor spear have I carried, but I am no coward. Honor bids that I must fight to repay my benefactors. The people of Ethengels have welcomed me and sheltered me, and in this way I will repay my debt to them. Tell the militia to expect my company. If I am to fight, there is much I must learn. I hope you have plans for your children. Just saying. They're a little too young to be taking care of themselves.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You have found candidates worthy of training. This is excellent news, but we must act quickly. A true militia needs more than just able bodies. It needs weapons, training equipment, food, and other provisions. I will provide the equipment and training. Would you be willing to find some rations to help keep us supplied for a while longer? There are some recently abandoned homes north of town. Check there for any provisions worth securing. Alright, so now we'll hide that for now. We'll go ahead and hide that for the moment. So we have a few requests. We need to reclaim some weapons from orcs. We need to gather some herbs and reagents. And we need to check the abandoned town for provisions. And somewhere along the way, we need to kill one more mounted orc because I have already killed a few of them. That would be a mounted orc. And I should be doing this for my war steed, but you know what? I think we can manage that. People of Ethengels will greatly benefit from having fewer orc riders attacking beyond the walls of the town. So that's done. And this is our clot fur, which looks like some very pretty little purple flowers. We have some lamb's ear over here. Looks like some white flowers. And at some point, I have to look these up and see if they're actually real flowers or not. It really wants to show me these oak branches. I'm like, no. I wish they set it up so that if you don't have a particular profession, you don't automatically target materials that you can't gather. And this is the Meadow Maid, which is also kind of a pinky purple flower, but more spiky looking. Lamb's ear. I wonder if they're supposed to be like snowdrops. I'm not sure what the clot fur is supposed to be. Okay. That guy was a one-hit wonder. The abandoned farmstead is out this way. And yeah, I could easily get on my war steed and do this, but just as easy to do it on foot. A pretty horse, except for the mane. The mane looks a little mangy. So here is I don't know if we call them spare provisions or just provisions. We got them regardless. We need to pick up 2 more meadow maids. Our meadow maid going to be down below? Alright, now we get on a horse. Ooh, I did not quite mean to do that. Ooh, shoot. Ouch. Sorry, horse. Sorry. So sorry. Fortunately, we can do this on the horseback. Whoa, what the heck is that? That is an elite master. We're gonna give him a wide berth for now. One, he would, if we could even kill him, which is possible. Not totally outside the realm of possibility, but he would take a while. That's a war band. But if you want to see what he looks like, we could get a close and personal look at him. And then turn around and run. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. Well, I guess. And for a penny and for a pound. And he's down. There we go. And who are we thanking for that little bit of fun? That was Lunarian. Well, thank you, Lunarian. And I hope you're having fun. So that was hand run. We probably could have handled him solo, but like I said, he would have taken some time to kill. A lot less time with 2 people. Okay, I'm going to dismount here, so I'm not rubber banding all the way through Ethengels, because that's a whole thing. Okay, nothing here. At least I don't think so. Can you quit running into everything, dear? Thank you.
What brings you to these lands?
These pieces of steel are still in fine condition. May they serve their new owners better than their last. To think the orcs would claim these as trophies from the dead angers me. These weapons belong in the hands of our people. Thank you for helping me put them there. Thanks to you, I will have the orders ready soon. Okay, you're welcome.
Our mission is dire.
These provisions will keep food and supplies available for the newly enlisted and their families for some time. We may yet see the people of Norcross defend Ethengels in the place of Theoden's riders. Thank you, Medrielle. I am in your debt. Well, I do know that his son was a little busy. Busy dying. But, you know, that was the whole thing.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You have done well. These plans will work perfectly. I'm ashamed for not having saved the noble Pendle, but with this full set of reagents, I vow not to fell Thane Mildrith again. I owe you much thanks. Okay, so we have done what Mildrith has asked, and we can return to her. We've done what she asked and then some, right? And I do like the towns in Rohan. I always have. I'm very fascinated by how the Mead Hall is the central point where the Thane spends most of their time and the people come to air their grievances. So it's kind of like their town hall.
Thank you.
I must commend you for helping me and my people. It is said that in the most trying of times, the true worth of a person's character can be seen, and I have seen a great deal of good in these men. I am still learning how to best serve Ethengels as Thane. I cannot be strong warrior that my husband was, nor can I be the fearless vindicator that my dear son Pendle was, but you have shown me that I have the ability to garner support, and to rally the people of this village. This is a most generous gift you have given me.
Can you help me with it?
You have done much for those who will stay and defend Ethengels. Will you offer the same aid to those who wish to flee? Do not misjudge them for their desire to escape. I lost both husband and son when they sought to protect our home, but they knew the risk of their actions. I would not force a similar fate upon those not willing to take such a risk. Reeve Athelward has abandoned us. The people of Ethengels are resolved to repel the invaders through their own determination and strength. I ask that you leave us to this task with a final request before your departure. Ronald and his family plan to set for Edoras. Ronald was once an advisor to my husband and a great benefactor to the people of Ethengels, but the growing danger here has encouraged him to depart to protect his family. Search for him near the southern gate of town and aid him with his preparations. So, her husband's advisor is going to beat feet out of town just when his Thane's wife needs him. You know, she may be sympathetic to him and his family, but he could have sent his family on ahead and come back. You know? I don't have a whole bunch of sympathy for him. But we'll talk to him. And we will do that next time. Until then. Bye for now.